first week in July and I haven't given you guys like a full garden tour in a while, so let's show you the garden. Our kitchen garden is looking amazing. It needs a bit of weeding. My strawberries, I have 3 beds and I had to transplant them into these raised beds. They're not doing amazing, unfortunately. Lots of them didn't take. So in all the empty holes, in these ones I did calendula, in that one I did acre turnips, and in that one I did romaine. Garlic needs a weeding, that's for sure. We've got a bit of kale and my favorite nasturtiums. Oh, and a dang clover there. Spinach I'm letting go to seed, some dill, different lettuces, some radishes that I'm just not having luck with radishes. They're just pretty much going straight to seed. I did have acre turnips here and the flea beetles killed them. We got green onions, and then we have regular onions. We have a... Okay, don't pick any more ripe strawberries. You gotta take turns. We got a lot more big onions in the garden. So in here, this garden needs a little weeding. We have zinnias and cosmos, and I think there's some more lettuce. I'm always planting like a row of lettuce like every week or two. Just another little row of lettuce, another little row of lettuce. Kale and romaine. Yes, you can eat some lettuce, Freya. These were in the greenhouse, and the greenhouse was getting too hot, so I transplanted them out here. Let's see, what do we got here? Golden beets, red beets, some carrots. I had seed tape, so I just put it in. We have a lot more carrots down in the big garden. Oh, look, more lettuce and spinach. This spinach is not. I wish I had wrote down varieties. Okay. Rowan, that's not ripe. Rowan, that strawberry was not ripe. You need to let them ripen. Then over here we have zucchinis mostly. Maybe some cucumbers. I don't think so. Oh, maybe those are cucumbers. And a couple pumpkins. And a spaghetti squash. Yellow beans, yellow beans, yellow beans. This is my herb bed, which I love. It's Kate from Venison for Dinner, of course. Here to show you our garden. And if you like what you see, you should subscribe and like this video, and that helps YouTube show it to other people, so that YouTube's like, hey, cool, people like this, people are subscribing, we should show her to other people. There you go. We're in northern British Columbia, Canada, in a zone 3. Last frost was like June 15th probably, June 14th, I don't know. And our first frost, I'm sure it'll be in August. So we plant a very cold hardy garden. Anything that's not cold hardy needs to be covered or greenhouse. So this end is all different types of mint, which I can't wait for it to just take over. I planted this mint from seed that I'm hoping will take, but it's not really doing much. Oregano, lemon balm, parsley, lots of nasturtiums, tarragon, lots of sage, more oregano, no, marjoram, cilantro that just basically went straight to seed, but it reseeds really well, so I'm just leaving it. And thyme, and again, the thyme is already going to flower too. They're so pretty, are they? So we got to pick a bunch of thyme too. Also, we got to weed more in here. This weekend, we are hosting a pile of people for a cheese making course, and a good 6 or 8 people will be actually camping at our place. So I know we'll just be like hanging out outside in the evenings at times. So my thoughts is that we're gonna strategically hang out in the garden so that we can weed the garden. My greenhouse. Cucumbers and some lettuces kind of at the end. Exciting, green tomatoes. Let's see. Once this all goes to seed, again, man, needs to be weeded in here. Basically, you always need to weed the garden. Yes, arugula that went to seed. Look at my little cucumbers. Basil, peppers. I just pulled out stuff that was bolting on either end and planted green beans. I planted provider on that end, and oh, Rowan, thank you for stepping in my flat of basil. That's exactly what I wanted. I planted right up to the lettuce on either side because I figure by the time the green beans are actually up and doing much, it'll be time to pull the lettuce out anyways. We really want the spinach to go to seed and self-seed in here so that next year it just comes up so nicely. Lettuce and a tiny bit of basil, tomatoes, just a few because they're hit and miss where we live. Lots of peppers because Marius loves peppers. And then in the cold frame, there's peppers too. Actually, we were going to the big garden. We're not going to check the cows. You want to go to the big garden with me? Marius and I are going on a date today. I'm very excited. We're walking down to the big garden right now, so of course I need to talk to you while we walk. We're going to like the auto parts store, the hardware store. We're gonna grab lunch at a deli, at a butcher shop. And
make sure you get the salad.
Oh, Frey says to make sure I get the salad. That's what I was planning to get. Dad will get a sandwich and I'll get a salad because bread and me are not doing great together unless it's sourdough. And then we're going to the chiropractor. I'm excited. Marius has never been to my chiropractor. He goes to a different one normally, but he's coming to mine with me.
Is it the one with the toys in it?
Yes, the one with the toys, which is of course what Dad wants. Of course, he loves to play with kids' toys. Marius and the kids worked most of yesterday hilling potatoes. There's a couple places like right there where we're gonna pop in another potato because something didn't come up. But oh, it is a beautiful sight when they're all so beautifully hilled. How they do it is they go through with the wheel hoe first and they really loosen up the soil between the rows and then they rake it up. Well, first they weed. So we had root maggot hit our brassicas, which is not uncommon where we live. We treated for it using Safer's Endol, which is an organic approved treatment. Although, are these ones still?
Good. This broccoli's doing good.
No, this one. Oh no, there is still some root maggot. Dang it, we need to retreat. There's still a couple. It's an organic approved pesticide that kills the dang root maggot. So the top row is cabbages, and then this row is broccoli and other things. Green beans. Oh, you know what? A bunch of the green beans did come up. Good. They were not coming up well. I think I'll probably just fill the holes with lettuce or something. They definitely did not come up as good as I want. Super late frost that killed like 30% of my green beans. Do not step on my green bean plants, you. And then mice love to steal your green bean seeds. That happened twice with a bunch of them getting taken. Like just, there's no seed. Like you go hunting to see if it germinated or rotted. There's just nothing. So the onion rows are nicely weeded, but the pathways are not. I mean, I guess that's better if we're to pick one, but that needs to be weeded. Oh, there's some kale that we pulled from the greenhouse and replanted out here. So we have, there's 2 beds of onions and each has 2 rows. Then our carrots are actually fairly decently weeded. There's prickles, yes. Believe it or not, this is decently weeded for carrots. But no, don't go in the pig pen right now, please. I mean, there's no pigs in there, but just stay out of there for now. Okay, lots of carrots. We need to cover these for rust fly pretty quick. And then lots of green beans. Peas, sorry. These peas are doing better than these peas. These peas need to be trained into these, I think. The germination was not great on these bottom ones, but it was good on the top ones. Well, there you go. There's wood ant holes. So even though we have people here from like Wednesday to next week, Monday, today's Tuesday, I'm hoping that like in our visiting times, we can just like pop down into the garden and putter away because we really need to do some things.